Okay, so this lesson today was about rotations. Remember the three things that you need for a rotation. One is direction, counterclockwise. One is amount, which is our 90 degrees. And the other one is the center of rotation, or COR, which for us is going to be 0, 0, or the origin. So we're going to mark the origin by a letter O there, where 0, 0 goes. First step when rotating any shape, start with any point. It doesn't matter which one, so we'll start with point B. Draw a line from that vertex of the shape. So it could be any vertex, doesn't matter, just pick one of the shape. You're going to draw a line between that and the origin. So draw a line between that vertex and the origin. You then need to create, for this one, a 90-degree angle. And seeing as this has asked us to go counterclockwise, I know I want it to go in this direction, so over towards this quadrant here. So I'm going to need to create a 90-degree angle. I use my protractor. I place the 180-degree or 0 line on the line I've just drawn, and the 90-degree point right at the center of rotation, which for us is the origin. I find the 90-degree mark, make a little mark up top. Everybody can see that little mark. And I now connect this line, or connect these 2 points, so connect the center of rotation and the mark I've just made. It may have to go a little bit longer depending on how far away from the center of rotation the original spot is. You will then take your compass, put the pencil in the compass. Fortunately, I don't have one that's big enough. However, put the sharp point of the compass on the center of rotation. The top of the pencil on the mark, or on the vertex that we used. Trace it out. So we draw the arc, and then where the two lines meet, this is going to be your new point. So, point B has been rotated to here. And as we said, this is B prime. You can at this point with a pencil erase these lines, so erase the 3 green lines that you have, just to make it a little bit easier to see. With the overhead and the dry erase stuff, I won't do that right now. I'll just continue through, so it will have a lot of green lines through it. But I will then take point A. I will draw a line from point A to the center of rotation. Drawing that line. I now create the 90 degree, again, lining up the protractor, the 180 degree line or the 0 line on the line I've just drawn. The 90 degree point at the center of rotation. Mark off the 90. Connect the dot. So from the center of rotation out to the point I just drew, create that line. Again, take your compass. Sharp point on the center of rotation. Part of the pencil, or the pencil part up by the point that we were, or the vertex that we were using here. Connect them. And remember, they should be on exact spot. So I've missed this a little bit. It should be over here. I've missed them a little bit, so they should be on exact coordinates because I'm asking for a 90-degree rotation. So this will be A prime over here. Again, the point of making sure we do things properly, taking our time. But to get the last piece done here, draw a line from C to the center of rotation, create the 90-degree angle. So 90, join the 2 dots, center of rotation, the dot we just created. Now because C is very close, I don't need to extend it. It'll definitely be inside of there. Put my pencil inside the compass. Now because this is so small, the compass is so small and will not fit the marker, this is going to be a little bit awkward, this one. Not sure this one's going to make it. So it would just come around and it would be here. That would be your C prime. You can then join those dots, so I'll use a different color. I'll use a red to join those dots. So C prime to B prime to A prime, and A prime to C prime. I can thus label these points. So A prime is going to be -5, 5. B prime is going to be -2, 5. and C prime is going to be -2, 1. Erase these lines, and then you have now rotated that shape 90 degrees.